Well, Brock, it was John Andretti at the wheel of the BMW Giuseppe Son win at Watkins West is powered by BMW's Formula One style engine. And this course is 2.27 miles around, 11 carries total, and it's very much a driver's course. It's very bumpy. Those manholes, covers, and puddles have to be respected. Also, it's very hard on John Andretti or any driver's right hand. And some cars that are 40 gear shift require terrible lamp.
Here comes the number 18 BMW with Andretti up. The street is wide here at Columbus. It's relatively easy to pass. Andretti, the nephew of the great Mario, out of Indianapolis, Indiana. A great future for him as we watch him at the wheel of this BMW, generating perhaps 850 horsepower in qualifying trim.
We will start our lap on Broad Street, the finish line right there. That's where the grid will be today. Here we see Andretti turn left off of Broad Street on to First Street, the third fastest of the existing straightaway.
Here, John is accelerating up through the gears from second up to probably fourth here before he has to brake hard and set up for yet another right-angle corner here in Columbus, the most common type of corner here. Most of the 11 turns are full 90 degrees. Here goes John up String Street. Now, ahead of him lies the fastest part of the racetrack. Here is a very narrow section under a railroad trestle, only about 2 cars wide. Now, John accelerated at probably 170 miles an hour, and ahead lies the keyhole.
The keyhole brought the only artificial part of this turn, which is second gear corner for both cars, and it connects turning in Long Street. Here we see John on Long Street, and that's where the starting line will be located today.
Right, Steve. It's the second fastest part of the racetrack and a relatively good place to start. Done at the very fast van, kind of an S-bend series that leads up to yet another right-angle corner.
And that turn is out onto Marconi Boulevard. Marconi Boulevard, a very short and straightaway that leads to what I feel is the most interesting part of this street circuit. You'll take a look. The Scioto River has to be traversed twice. You may go right off of Marconi Boulevard onto the Broad Street Bridge. That's the bridge at the top of your screen. Then there's a left on the Washington Boulevard. It sweeps off to the right. And then another left over the Crown Street Bridge, which leads to a sweeping left-hand turn on Civic Center Drive.
Here comes John Andretti onto the Broad Street Bridge. Up ahead lies the pit entrance. That's Van Yeagle. We'll talk about that later. And the off-camber left-hander onto Washington Boulevard.
Washington Boulevard, nice and wide, and a favorite place for these drivers to pass, as we can see right there. Now, coming up will be another very tough left-hand turn over the second of the two is the Town Street Bridge.
And up ahead, Steve, yet another tight left-hander leading on to the Civic Center Drive. Now, this is 4 lanes wide, and like Washington Boulevard, a very good place to pass.
And at the end of Civic Center Drive, hard to the brakes is Andretti, because he will make this right-hand turn and complete one lap of this Columbus Street Circuit. There is the finish line. And as I'm sure you can tell, this is a real racetrack. This is no parking lot circuit. It's serious business in the streets of Columbus. Our thanks to John Andretti and the McLaren organization for taking our camera and all of us along for a ride. 2.27 miles, 11 turns, and for today, Mayor Buck Reinhardt has reset all speed limits in downtown Columbus.